Hello everyone, it is great to see you here once again on Dee's Delights. Today I have my grandson Jack with me, and look at us. Jack is so happy, aren't you happy that we have the same aprons on? Actually, this is Jack with his two cousins, Zoe and Yara. I got one for them too, but they're not here with us today.
Sometimes look like my hair's dyed.
It does sort of look like your hair's dyed, but it isn't. Probably just the way the camera took the picture. But we're only going to need a few ingredients for this recipe. Jack, can you read the recipe, the ingredients for me?
Box of cake.
1 box of cake mix.
2 eggs. 1.2 cups of vegetable oil.
Yep, 1
and 1 cup
of add-ins like chocolate chips, M&Ms, or sprinkles. We can do whatever we want. So for this recipe, they're calling for 1 18.25 ounce cake mix. All I have is 15 ounce, they're 15.25. But one thing with this, if you can't find the 18.25, they want you to add a 1/4 cup of flour to make up for that. And you can either mix this by hand or use a stand mixer with the paddle attachment. And I thought Jack would be better suited for the paddle attachment. This is a great recipe to make with kids. It says, in a large bowl, mix together cake mix, eggs, and oil until smooth. So we're going to add a 1/4 cup of flour at this point, since we do not have enough cake mix. Okay, we got the cake mix in there. Since ours is a smaller box, we shall add 1/4 cup of flour. So I'm going to have you get that out, and don't put it in yet. Remember how I showed you?
Ready?
Add that in there. Very good. Excellent. We need to add in the eggs and oil.
I want to do the eggs.
We have 1/2 cup of oil. Have you pour that in there?
All of it.
All of it. Every last little drop. And the eggs, what I'm going to do with them, I'm going to mix them up a little bit before I put them in there. Do you want to do that? Ooh, good one. Good one there, bud. Excellent. Do the next one. Woo, lordy, lordy be, Jack. I almost called you Douglas. Let's wipe your hands off. Okay, Jack, do you want to mix these around a little bit with a fork?
Oh, wait, that should be good.
Pour it in there, bud. Excellent. Excellent. Now, what I'm going to do you want to turn it on? Come on over here. I'm going to show you how.
Put it down.
Go ahead, show me. Push that up. Push that up, and then we press this down. Now, we want to turn it on low. Just turn it to 1. Okay, we're going to let that mix a little bit. We're going to get a spatula out.
Can I turn it on too?
Let me look at it, see how it's mixing. I think that's good. I think 1's good. Funfetti, I got me some funfetti chips. Funfetti chips. Okay, it says add like a cup of chips. If you were doing sprinkles, you'd only add a 1/2 cup. So we'll do 1 cup of these. And what I'm going to have you do...
I'm going to eat one.
Of course. Let's see here. Pour 1 cup in. See if... Hold on. Let me get this up. Or unless you want to try to put it in there. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, we're going to turn it back on low again, which Jack is going to do for me. Our stove has been preheated to 350 degrees. We have lined a cookie sheet with parchment paper, and we are only going to bake 1 tray at a time. I feel that cookies get done better 1 tray at a time, even though you can bake 2.
Can I have it?
What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to eat it.
Okay.
Look.
The little chip. A little funfetti chip. Perfect. I'll roll them up. They almost, remember how when we made those gobs? They kind of look like that, don't they? Do you think that looks good? Put it out there. We're gonna do about a dozen at a time.
Maybe a little too much.
It says to bake these for
That's a little hot.
9 to 10 minutes.
Oh my
I'm gonna
gosh.
start checking it at 8.
Oh my gosh!
Here, let me see. Go ahead. Squeeze it out. Wah! Okay, that's a big one. That's a big one right there. It says it's supposed to make about 2 dozen, so that would be some pretty big cookies. Give me another cookie. Well, you know what? 2 dozen about this size. This is 1.5 tablespoon scooper, so that might be good. Perfect. I'm just going to grab a little bit more. That one's small. Okay, off to the oven it goes. If you want to go say hey to Pat, go ahead. We'll show the people what these cookies look like.
See
here
ya
in a little bit.
in about a little bit.
Right, see you in about a little bit. Once you take your cookies out, let them cool on the cookie sheet for about 3 to 4 minutes, then put them on a wire rack. I baked mine for about 9 minutes. Okay, Jack is going to try one. Now, I tried one they probably could bake for 10 minutes instead. That one, though, looks pretty good at 9 minutes.
Uh-huh.
They're pretty good, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
It sort of tastes, what do you think? What's it remind you of?
Chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate, it does. But they're pretty darn tasty. So I cooked that one for 9. The smaller they are, 9 minutes will be enough. 10 minutes if you make them bigger. But yeah, pretty good. Jack, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest, what would you rate that cookie right there?
9.
9, excellent, excellent. Thank you, Jack, thank you, Jack. On a scale of 1 to 10, Douglas, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, what would you rate that cookie?
Need another one to tell.
You really do? Okay. One more is coming up. He's going to test it, give you his true opinion after the second cookie.
We'll give him a 9.
A 9 it is. All the way around 9 for the chocolate cookies.
Good.
Good. Next we'll try the yellow cake mix with the sprinkles. All right, hey Pap, we're waiting. Let's all get a cookie. Let's wait for Pap. Don't eat it yet. He's eating Skittles right at the moment. These are still a little warm. Doug is crawling up the steps. He's tired. Let's wait. Let's give him. He's crawling. He's almost. Yeah, here he comes. Let's all take a bite at the same time. Now they're still warm, so they might be a little
1,
chewer.
2, 3.
Hey. Which ones do you like the best?
Chocolate.
Chocolate?
Barely any taste to it.
Doug, which ones do you like the best? These are pretty good, aren't they? I'd give
They're
these.
good, they just don't have a lot of taste to them.
Well, they don't have as much because we don't have all the chocolate and stuff, but it's yellow cake with funfetti sprinkles. I would rate this one an 8.5. Doug, your thoughts?
I'll give it a 9.
He'll give it a 9. Doug gives it a 9. Jack, what do you give it?
I'll give it a 6.9.
A 6.9. He lowballed it. Jack did. Anyway, I think you will like these cake mix cookies. You can do whatever cake mix you want. Just if you do a 15-ounce cake mix, add an extra quarter cup of flour. So thanks for joining us here once again on Dee's Delights. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye!
Such enthusiasm.